Hello, this is Parapants.
This is Alvin.
Okay, let me see if I can get this right. Zero kara Hajimeru Isekai Seikatsu?
Yep, that's it.
That's it? That's it?
Which episodes did you watch?
I have marathoned 9 through 21, so I'm up to speed. Um, that's a mouthful, and I think that's a lot by Japanese standards.
You're talking
Even
about the title,
the
not
title,
not the
yeah,
marathon.
not the marathon. No, I've done way more. I've gone through whole seasons marathoning, but are long overdue talking about this show. We kind of gave up
I
around.
did give up.
Yeah, well, Alvin gave up actually. Alvin gave up on the show around episode 8 because of one little thing that kind of
No,
turned
it
us
wasn't just
off.
one little thing.
Well, why don't you explain what was the thing that turned you off?
I just didn't like. I didn't. It was. I think I said in some other episode that it turned from a really good anime version of Groundhog Day to a really shitty anime version of Groundhog Day, and um, I didn't like this dude just getting frustrated, like trying to save these people and getting all emotional when he just met them. And technically, none of this that he's experiencing should even be real to him because, I mean, it's like, I don't know. He approaches the whole thing at first like like he's been transported to some kind of video game world or something, and he starts goofing around by, as if he's just like not even taking it seriously. But eventually he's like, "Oh, I have to save my friends because I love them so much." And I'm like, "Nigga, you just got here. You just met these people." And I don't know. It seemed kind of insincere to me.
And I would agree with you. And I almost gave up on the show because of that, because it turned into generic, cliche anime
You
motivation.
mean generic? I have to save this. I have to make this silver-haired girl like me animation.
Yes, it turned into a very, cliche anime motivation.
Yeah.
And I almost gave up on that, but I stuck with it. And thank goodness I did because what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remember like another big part of me giving up was like the whole if you try to tell anyone these ghost hands will grab your heart. I'm like, well, that's just it's just another death game. Fucking rules. They love anime where it's just these dumbass explicit rules that don't make any fucking sense.
Okay, yeah. I agree to an extent. It's not very clever in its plot, but after watching 9 through up to 21, what is good about it is, what's compelling about it, what's really worth sticking with is the character and the
What,
character development.
you mean all the characters or a specific
Um,
one or?
well, I mean, like, the character they go into the most depth with is the hero, Sabaru.
I thought it was
Subaru.
Subaru. Yeah.
Subaru. Is it
Yeah,
Subaru like the car?
Yep.
But yeah, yeah, Subaru, because he does approach this whole being transported into a fantasy world as a game, and he brings with it because the show is kind of self-aware in that,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of brings over those manga anime, tropes with him, and Subaru is kind of wink wink nudging at the audience. It's like, yeah, like I fall in love with the silver haired girl,
Yeah.
because and it seems to me that's just, he just falls in love with Emilia because she's the silver haired heroine, and I really don't get why he
Mm-hmm.
loves her so much. It just seems like all of his motivations up to a point seem like he's just following along with these anime conventions,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, Even his whole sort of like fighting spirit and, his inexplicable love for these people he had just met,
Mm-hmm.
and his hope and his optimism, all of that kind of falls in line with the convention of these anime stories. And then it really bites him hard, and you see him go down I mean, he makes a series of really bad decisions, and he suffers very severely for it. And even a few times he it breaks him. Like, he loses his mind, and you just see him like go into this deep despair. And that's not really something I'm used to seeing.
Yeah.
in a lot of like fantasy shonen shows like this. Like there are moments where you just feel so bad, and like he and when he really gets to his lowest point, he's like, why isn't this working? I'm supposed to be the hero. Why am I getting kicked in the dick so hard?
Yeah.
And he's deeply flawed, and his flaws come out. He fights with the girl he loves. You know, he accuses her of not being more appreciative of all his hard work.
She isn't.
She isn't? You don't think
From
she's
what I remember, no.
Why not?
I don't know. She's like every silver-haired girl. She's like, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I had autism. I didn't hear you.
No, but you know, but it's not all her fault. He fucks up a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, all the dying he does in this show, you know, it's kind of like it's like a choose your own adventure, you know, where you make a series like his really bad mistakes or the bad decisions that he makes, he suffers very badly for them. And it's not enough that he feels optimistic again. He has to think differently. It just so happens that, you know, according to the rules of this show, he gets a lot of different chances by keep coming back and living again. So we still don't know why he keeps repeating, you know, and starting over and starting over. Like, you know, it's a convention that's been used before. Remember Daybreak? You know, did we ever get an explanation as to why Taye Diggs was, you know, he kept repeating over and over again?
I don't think so. But that's because I think they either got canceled or they're on the verge of getting canceled. I don't think they have the budget.
Well, do you think in a story like this it even matters why you keep repeating?
It didn't in Daybreak. But
okay.
That was a good story. This
was a good. This is still a very, very good story. And like I said, it's like I read somewhere on a very popular anime site where they review different shows. Like somebody had like a really scathing critique of the show, calling it like a shallow harem show, and that's grossly inaccurate. It so happens that there just has to be a lot of chicks in this show, but they don't all fall in love with the hero. In fact, a lot of them are rather disgusted by him, and not even in a tsundere case. They're disappointed in him because he keeps fucking up. He keeps fucking up really bad. So it gets really, really good. And I remember, like last night, I was watching up to the penultimate episode.
Hold on, doesn't the penultimate one mean the episode before the final episode?
Yes, that's right. I used that wrong. the penultimate of the one I stopped at. Yeah. But you know, I was Alvin turned around. I almost said your name there. Yeah. Alvin turned around. He's like, "Wait a minute, what show is this?" I'm like, "It's that ReZero show." He's like, "What? What?"
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, okay. When I left, I'm gonna take the mic. I left this show. Main character was a whiny bitch getting his ass beat by a lolly maid who was literally 3 feet tall, swinging around a spiked ball and chain.
But she's not human in her
defense.
Yeah,
she's a 1,000-year-old demon, whatever.
Oh, come on.
And like he's busting his ass and getting shit on by the author, who's like, ho ho, oh, you guys want a happy ending? Fuck you. And I'm like, this is a jerk around. This is a fucking jerk around. I don't need it, and I don't care about your clever deconstruction of anime, so I'm fucking tuning out. And then I turn around last night, and there's like a wolf riding another wolf.
Wolf on a wolf.
It's fucking, and there's a giant space whale, and it's not just and the old dude with the sword who's just fucking determined to cut the shit out of this whale. And this whale isn't like, it's not benign. It's a real dick fucking whale with like razor sharp teeth. And like his eyes look at you like it wants to kill you, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I would watch that, but I don't want to see Subaru and his lolly maid and his silver-haired girl and his doubt and his conflict. I don't. It frustrates and annoys me.
Wait, why does it frustrate you? I mean, shouldn't a hero have dark moments of doubt?
No, a hero should have maybe one moment of doubt, and that's it.
What?
Yes. And then he goes back to being a hero. He's like, wait, am I...
Okay. Well, how long should that one moment of doubt last?
As long as it takes.
Okay, well, maybe that's That's
No, this is just his main character getting dumped on again and again, and I'm like, I just feel like the author is fucking with me. I'm like, all the hero has to do is have that one moment of doubt, and then he's like, wait, am I doing the right thing? And then he's like, oh yeah, I am. And then he goes and he finishes, he saves the day. I'm like, oh, all right, that was great.
But not every move he makes is going to be perfect.
I don't like this fucking show. Here,
Oh my
go
God.
go back to your.
You know what? You know what? Alvin is such a cynic, and he hates fun, and he's already gone through most of his whiskey, and he's about to pour himself another glass.
That's a good idea. I wasn't. I'm gonna wait.
Wait for what?
I don't know.
Before you pour yourself another whiskey?
Yes, I'm having a moment of self-doubt, and then I will realize I am doing the right thing, and I will heroically drink another glass of whiskey.
God. So, like, okay, so, yeah, if you're the type of person who, like Alvin, you know, you don't want the hero to keep getting, you know, stomped and a boot in the face.
That's not a hero. That's not even a hero. That's just some dude getting shit on.
Wait. So a hero is supposed to have one moment of failure and then come out in the end never failing. Is that it?
It's a shitty hero.
What? Wait. Why is it a shitty hero? Because it's only a shitty hero if he comes out on the other end of his mistakes, a changed person. He's only a bad hero if he doesn't change in the end.
I don't like this show.
You can't even tell me why. You're like that. You're like that people on the anime forums who say this show is stupid and dumb, but they don't give a good reason why.
Yeah, I probably wrote that.
Oh God. Oh.
Well, go ahead. Why don't you sell the audience on this show?
Okay. Well, all right. So if you're like Alvin, then nothing I can say is going to change your mind. You're just determined to hate it. But you know, if you're a little skeptical about it, I highly recommend you stick with it because it does get really, really good. And I mean, if you're in for like character development, if you really want to see a character grow and fumble and pick himself up again, and not like in a way that it just seems truly desperate and dire, then yeah, definitely stick with this show. And like I said, it's not clever in its narration, but it's satisfying to see the main character keep making the same mistakes, trying to change. It still doesn't work out, and he keeps winding up in the same place. But seeing him get what works, and coming out on the other end of that. So I find that immensely satisfying. But if you just see it as, you know, somebody just getting dicked around by the author, then yeah, absolutely don't watch it.
All right. There's no particular things about the show you wanna talk about. You just want to talk about how much you like it and how clever it is.
In particular, the battle with the white whale was really good.
21. You'd got to be 21 episodes deep to get to that shit.
Yes, but like I said, it was a payoff. It's a payoff.
That's like the world's longest jerk off.
No, it's not a jerk off. So you got to be patient. If you're not a patient person, then.
Didn't we reduce the 3 anime rule to the 1 episode rule?
No. That's like the one that only applies to the very first episode, okay? Because we were totally on board with this show for the first few episodes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, given that, just because it made a couple of fumbles here and there in the course of watching it, I didn't think it was fair to just say, "Oh, the show sucks," and let me give up on it. I had to keep going.
I think the dying and coming back thing was leaned on a little too hard, and they used it for filler.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't see it that way. I mean, you're welcome to see it that way, but but hey, I got more pleasure out of watching it, seeing it my way. I don't see it that way. I don't see it as a crutch. I see it as this is the hero, like this is his character flaw in thinking that things should just work out because he's the hero. Kind of like the opinion that you have.
Look, I'm a busy ass man.
Well, you asked me what I liked, and I'm trying to tell you what I like, and now you're telling me that I was wrong for liking
I
it.
didn't say you're wrong. I say me in particular. I got a lot of shit. I'm spinning a lot of plates, and I don't have 20 episodes worth of time to wait for you to get to the good part.
See, the thing is that Alvin is very, very sensitive, and when he sees a guy getting kicked around, he takes it personally. He doesn't like to see that. It pulls at his heartstrings a little too, too much. But I see it as.
Hold on. Give me. Oh, never mind. I was gonna do something. Never mind.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you got no right to explain how for me, but I would probably do that to you. So never mind. Say whatever you want. I don't care.
No, but the battle with the white whale, it is very satisfying, even if it comes later in the show. It comes after, like, because the dying part, that's all part of the arc. Is how is he going to grow as a person so he can stop making, stop having these do-overs, stop dying. So, but yeah, if you're not on board with that, if you don't like that convention, then definitely sit this one out. But I'm telling you, it's a really good show.
Just skip to episode 21 and watch that, and then drop the show.
No, don't listen to damn. You know what? He's drunk already.
Hey.
He's had enough Maker's Mark. So listen to the sober person here. No, it's my show, and I want to talk about. It's my episode. Go to hell.
You ain't got nothing to say.
You go crawl back into that bottle.
I will as soon as this is over. Look, I just want to say my opinion is brought to you by Maker's Mark, makers of very smooth whiskey. And don't watch bad anime, kids.
No. You know what? Instead, why don't you watch a mediocre anime about tits?
Aww.
And because that's what we're being forced to watch right now.
Hey, you know what? Only 12 episodes long.
Yeah, okay. Let that be the determination of what you watch.
Well, time is precious.
Yeah, watch. Definitely watch Re Zero Kara Hajimeru.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody will listen to this.
Nope.